Let's hope this freaking works. How's it going, everybody on YouTube? Thrift School over here. So angry. I never understand YouTube. Well, we are here. We are live. Everything seems to be good, so that's good to go. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Having lots of computer issues lately. Lots of issues. Stressing me out. But we're here for a Q&A. Whatever you want to know, anything you want to know, I'm free for the next half hour, so ask away, whether it be eBay related, Amazon related, anything like that. Guys, I'm still very stressed about that. I always test the sound before I go live or before I record and it works. And then when I finally go live or I finally start recording, something happens and then it doesn't record. So I've made multiple videos over the past little while and I've uploaded them, as you guys know, and sometimes they have no audio, or sometimes after I finish recording a 20 to 30 minute freaking sales video, I go back to rewatch it and then there's no audio. And I could have sworn there was audio when I started. I don't know what happens in the program. Recently started happening not too long ago, so I've got to try and figure that out. Maybe it needs an update. Who knows? But we're here to talk about reselling and whatever questions you have. So I'm just going to shout out some names and we'll hop right into whatever questions you have. Leave them right over here in the comments. And I'm just going to shout some people out, see who we got. We have Joshua Davidson, Pedesance, Nancy Johnson, Jeff Smith, Mario Yanez, Moronica, Ivan Pina, and that's it. Cool. All right, so only 11 people watching right now, but I've only been live for a couple minutes, so let's boost that number up. We're going to make this as enjoyable as I can, so let's go. Ivan says, my first shipment will be books and a couple consoles. Any tips on how I should ship books? Just stick the sticker on the back, stick it in the box. Easy peasy, right? The consoles, I highly recommend investing in this stuff right here. This is saran wrap and a tube. And I saran wrap the controller and the wires to the console. I do not leave anything plugged in because they could bend and break the ports. Saran wrap everything together and then put a lot of bubble wrap around it, a lot. So you feel comfortable dropping it in the air on the ground, put that much on there. Or put it into a smaller box and stick the sticker on that. That's how I'd recommend doing it. What do I think about payability for Amazon, Joe? That's what Joe asks. Payability for Amazon, I believe, is where they give you a loan. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to continue talking if I'm wrong. So let me know exactly what that is, Joe. Mark Corbett says, hope Saturday is good. Saturday was alright. I went tag sailing, garage sailing, and I didn't find anything, so I had to change up my whole strategy, and I ended up going to a thrift store and actually spending about $180. So it was totally worth it in that sense. I do have 2 bags back there with some stuff in it. You know, I found the basic stuff, but a lot of it. So nothing amazing. Actually, I did find a really good Sony, and here's a good bolo for you guys, okay? And bolo means be on the lookout for. When you see something that says Sony or Harman Kardon or just any popular electronics brand that says 300 CD on the front, look that bad boy up. I paid $60 for one at a thrift store, but it's going for almost $300 on Amazon with a pretty good rank. It's a mega 300 disc CD player, and they are worth some good money. So I found one today, which I'm super happy about. Question, how do you store your clothes? Do I use clear poly bags? Do they have self-seals? Thanks. Yes, I do. I do use clear poly bags. They're in bins right over there. And I just stack them in the bin in the clear poly bags. They all have self-seals. There is actually an Amazon affiliate link down below in my description that shows the poly bags. It should say poly bag right there. I think it's 12 by 14. I'm not sure of the exact size, but I get them right on Amazon. I've been using the exact same one since I started, so I just keep reordering them, and that's what I'd recommend for any of you to use. It also makes your item look a little more professional when you send it. Let's scroll up a little bit. Okay, yeah. So saw some PS2s. How do you test? The best way to test a PS2, you just plug it in, make sure it turns on. Some PS2s, the little infrared dot or whatever it is, little glass thing that reads the disc, sometimes doesn't work. Maybe it's covered in dust, things like that. So you really want to just Get a cheap game. Try to find a cheap PS2 game. You could get them really cheap if you want to just get one on eBay. You could probably get one for $3.99 free shipping if it's an old sports game, if you don't own any PS2 games. Just test it. Also, you could use a DVD or a CD because a PS2 plays both of those, and that's how I would do that. Just I believe you're right, they pay you in advance for a fee. Yeah, I don't take out loans or payability. I know PayPal does something like that. There's a few places that give out loans for capital, working capital, really. That's something that I personally don't do, so I really can't give anything on that. Thrift and Flip RA says, always bubble wrap new and package items, such as small electronics. I actually never bubble wrap new and package items. Never really had an issue with those. With used items that don't come in a package, I definitely bubble wrap those. What size box do I use for FBA? Lately, I've been using Staples. I actually have one right here I could show you. It's a 16 by 16 by 16 box. Right there. Heavy duty medium box square, 16 by 16 by 16. Works pretty good. I also, if I have a big shipment going out, I will use the 20 by 20 by 20, but that thing is pretty massive and it could get up there in weight because you don't realize how much you're actually filling in there. So you want to stay under that 50-pound limit. I find the 16 by 16 by 16 works really, really well. And at Staples, if you buy 5 of them, I believe they're only $1.99 or $1.89 each, so not too bad there either. Let's talk the downside about Amazon. I've got a great story to tell. Okay, Veronica, leave that story in the feed right there, and I'll read it aloud. Joshua David says, I bought a My Little Pony Monopoly board game missing one piece. Should I try to split it up and sell it, or just sell it as a whole? Well, if it's missing one piece, try to find that one piece on eBay. You might be able to find it for $2 free shipping or $3 free shipping, depending on if it's a card or something. They'll just stick it in an envelope and ship it to you. If it's a bigger piece, it might cost a couple dollars, depending on how much the board game sells for. I would try to look for that piece on eBay. Alex says, I love selling those mega CD players. Yeah, Alex, I actually have only ever found one. This is my second one I found. $60 was a big amount to pay up for at a thrift store, though. Untested. The only way I could really test it, I plugged it in, I grabbed 5 CDs from the CD area, I stuck them all in different spots, and I just rotated it. I had no idea how to use the machine. I rotated it, pressed all the buttons did something on the screen, so it works in my basic test. There's really no way I could test it further because I don't really know how to use it. It seems to be working good though. And it's in clean shape, so that helps too. Magnify TV says, are they Uline bags? I believe they are Uline. I'm not 100% sure, Magnify. I don't think I have them in the description down below right at this moment, but during the replay or in any of my other videos, the link is in the description. The Bugman says, did I go yard sailing? Yes, I did. I hit up about 7 sales, and they were all busts. Every single one of them. What a waste. So that's when I decided to say, screw this. And I was driving around. I probably was out for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours max, and hit up, because they're very spread out for me. So I go to one, the next one's about 10 minutes away, the one after that's about 15 minutes away, then I'll hit like a little strip of 3. So it took me about 2 hours, I'd say, no more than that. And I was like, okay, I'm wasting my whole morning, and I'm wasting a lot of gas here. Wasn't worth it. Just this weekend. It was just a bad weekend for me. Thank you, Nancy. Veronica says, do not take one of the Amazon lending loans. It killed my Amazon business. I went from $8,000 to $10,000 a month before the loan down to less than $2,000 a month after the loan. Okay, that's actually interesting. It's very interesting. I definitely wouldn't recommend taking out a loan unless you have like a private label product or something that has consistent proven sales. I mean, sales are slow right now for a lot of people. That's just kind of the way it is in May. So if the sales are kind of slow, then I wouldn't recommend taking out a loan right now. They're slow for me. Alex says, it's not really a loan. You can access to your Amazon payout daily for a 2% transaction fee. Oh, yes. I did see about that, Alex. Yes, this is getting to Amazon payout daily, so you could actually choose, okay, I want my money today, but then they take a percentage out. I mean, it's interesting. It's something that I'm not worried about. That's another reason why I also do eBay. I get that money every day. Granted, I've been getting a lot of returns on eBay. How about you guys? I've been getting a lot of returns on eBay this past little while. Same thing on Amazon. Like, just a lot of returns. It's pretty annoying. Joshua Davidson says, any tips on getting your Amazon account out of staging? Been 2 months and still haven't gotten an answer back. I have no idea what staging even is. So, no help there. I'm sorry. Alex, yeah, $60 for those are pretty much, I pay less than $15 for the Mega CD players. Wow. I mean, I would honestly pay up to 100 if I knew it worked, considering the model I picked up selling for 300, I'd make 150 after fees. It'd still be worth it for me. $60 I'm okay with paying. Just as long as the rank's good and it's working, I'm happy with it. Now, it is going to be a pain in the butt to ship, though. What is the condition to you if a new board game but plastic is split in a few areas and corners have small damage? You gotta do used like new and describe it. Say it's still sealed, but say the packaging is damaged. That's exactly what Amazon does on their used like new. They say item is sealed. There may be slight damage to the box or to the corners or to the plastic wrap. And so I basically just see what Amazon does, and I kind of copy that. Leon Gwen says, thrift mother effing school. Listing motivation. There we go. Now is a good time to be listing while you're just listening to this. Just hang out, list a bunch of things, prep some clothes. I was folding some clothes and I was listening to somebody's live stream. I don't even remember who it was. And just listening to a live stream, folding up some clothes, just hearing some stuff really keeps me going. I hope it keeps you guys going, honestly. Let's see. The payback is too high and the term is 6 months. I wanted to start my private label, but sales slowed down last year and snowballed into a huge mess. Yeah, it's very, very, very tricky when when you don't really know how sales are going to be, especially if you don't have a private label product that has consistent sales because it's the same item. I very, very highly recommend against, spending money on other things if you don't need to. Returns are friggin' annoying, says Drummer. They are. They are so annoying. Yes, this week, so annoyed. I never get them, but all buyers' fault. Yeah, this week has been a rough week. Last week was a very rough week. Week before that was a very rough week. Just for me, I sold a shirt for $35. I was so happy. Then I got a return request. I was like, okay. I sold a $40 Patagonia jacket and like a raincoat type thing, and it still hasn't gotten to the buyer. I sent it out 2 months ago, and the buyer keeps messaging me saying, I know it's not your fault, USPS has it lost, so I have to contact eBay, and we've got to run through all these hoops. It just kind of sucks. So there's just a lot of little issues that stack up that got to get to, but not really worrying about that stuff till Monday. Joshua Davidson, I was told staging is basically I can list and send in shipments, but my stuff won't be live. Really? That's weird. That is really weird. I've never heard of that in my life. Never. What if Amazon FBA does a return, but you never get the item back or an inventory? I've had that happen to me before. You really have to contact Amazon in that case and try to get your money back. Because sometimes you don't realize, and you just gotta keep up on that, which really sucks. Sometimes Amazon will let the buyer keep the item, give them a full refund, and you don't even know. You don't even know. So you have to contact Amazon and say, hey, that's not cool. I want my money back. And you just got to call. Smoky Blizzard charges a 20% restocking fee on eBay. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Whoop. I charge a 10% restocking fee on eBay, and even then I feel bad sometimes. How do I schedule my week for listing, sourcing, and things like that? Mark Corbett asks. Pretty much, I'm not a very good scheduler. That's something I'd like to work on. I don't really schedule when I'm going to list, I actually kind of did today. I said, hey, I'm going to list 10 shirts today. You know how many got listed? 0. Because I just wasn't focused at all today. I was kind of like all over the place. It was really hot, and I was just hanging out. And one thing led to another. I started cleaning the house. I started doing laundry. Just going out, returning cans and bottles, going to the supermarket, and time just got away from me and I didn't get anything listed. I was prepping a bunch of things. I set up a shirt for pictures and I didn't even take the pictures. So definitely I personally need to schedule a little bit better. Personally, maybe you guys need to also, but how I would normally do it is right when I wake up, package up my orders, and if I don't have to drive to the post office right away, I'll try to get a few listings out of the way in the morning. So I don't feel so bad later on if I didn't get anything done because I just banged everything out in the morning. Even if it's only 5 listings, right? I'll be like, cool, got my 5 listings done. Later on in the day when I have some free time, if I'm not running around doing stuff, I'll be like, cool, I'll bang out another 5 or 10. So now that I already got that 5 out of the way, now I'm at 15 because I'm able to do a little bit more later. Doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not a lot, and that's something I'm working on. I have so much backlog, guys. Oh, it's crazy. But that's all on me. So that's just kind of how I do it. Alex, hey man, have you ever been to the outdoor flea market in Hadley, Massachusetts? I'm going there tomorrow morning. I always find good stuff. No, never have. Never been to a flea market in Mass. I've never been garage sailing in Mass either. I've only been to a couple thrift stores up in Massachusetts, and they seem all right. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty close to Mass, about 30 minutes or less from the border. So I'm definitely less than 30 minutes from the border. It's Kier here says, what did you want to do as a job when I was a kid besides reselling? Um, Man, so many different things, honestly. I went to school originally to be a photographer. I wanted to be a photographer, photojournalist. I wanted to travel. Cool, right? Then I was like, man, I'm not going to do very well. You're not going to make a lot of money. I don't know. I kind of lost the passion. I didn't care anymore. So then I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just going for general education. And I actually ended up getting a job as a photographer, which was kind of funny, just taking product photos. So I'm getting a bunch of notifications popping up. There we go. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh my gosh. This is happening to me also. I don't know why the same notifications pop up and I have to click away. That's another issue. And then I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I pretty much got that job as a product photographer for a company, and then I realized I wanted to run my own business, and then I ran my own business, sort of. So I still don't know what I want to do fully. I'm just doing this for now, and then we'll see what I end up doing in the future. I really don't know what I want to do. I really don't. I want to own a business. I want to create something. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just doing this right now. I'm not even content. I'm not. Mark Corbett says Alex went to school at UMass Amherst. Cool. Um, Jim Bao says, has anyone had packages that customers did not receive but USPS says it was delivered? Wondering if there's a way for customers to scam sellers these days. Yeah, that can happen all the time, definitely, but eBay will usually side with you and say, well, tracking shows it's delivered. Sometimes they won't. I don't know. I've heard stories like that. Never happened to me, but I hear that sometimes they won't. For me, if the customer doesn't get it, but you do have tracking on the package, you should be okay. Alex says, Joshua Davidson, who is my favorite reseller YouTuber? That's honestly pretty difficult because I do watch a lot of them. I really do. I'm trying to think who I watch the most. I really like Scavenger Life, but they only post that podcast. Um, so who do I watch most of the time? Because Scavenger Life only posts a podcast once a week, and that's not a lot of content for me. I need to soak up my content. Who do I watch? I've actually been watching a lot of Shark Tank recently. That's kind of reselling related. I just watch Shark Tank episodes, or I have them playing in the background on YouTube while I'm doing work, which is kind of funny. What else? Who do I watch? I watch Ben Fitzpatrick. I used to watch a lot. He's from the UK. He does a lot of haul videos and what sold videos. Those were just kind of interesting to watch. Um, I like Prof Sales. Prof Sales is pretty good. He was doing jeans for a while, but he didn't want to be known as the jean guy, so I'm pretty sure he branched out into clothing, like shirts and shoes and other stuff. I like him. I've been watching just like people in the background, just to hear voices, like Rockstar Flipper and Rake and Profit and all the basics, Lindy Glenn and uh, who else? Craigslist Hunter and all of them. I like them all, but ones that not a lot of people watch that I would imagine would be Ben Fitzpatrick. I really like him. I do like Flipping Junk, or is it Flipping Junk? I believe Wick. I like his content a lot. He puts out good stuff. I like Resell Rabbit. He's been putting out a lot of videos lately, a lot of backlog videos. So yeah, I watch a whole bunch of people. Um, Hey, Gino Gomez 78 is a new subscriber. Awesome to have you. And while we got 50 people in the house right now, I'm going to beg for a thumbs up because that's what I do. Nah, seriously though, if you guys want to give me a thumbs up if you're actually enjoying this, if you are listening while you're doing work and I'm just helping you guys out, pass the time, answering a bunch of questions. Hopefully you're getting something informational from this, and we'll go into more talks about that in a little bit because I do want to bring something up. Metal detecting. I was on sub from you. I didn't mean to. WTF. Metal detecting QLD. I actually have a metal detector and I want to go out metal detecting soon. So if you post videos on it, I will definitely watch yours. Because I've actually been watching a few metal detectors. Aqua Chigger, and there's another guy also, a younger kid that I watch. Drummer says I'm going to be successful. I totally hope so. Thrift and Flip are a certain label printing program you use for label setup. No, I just use the regular format, just Google Chrome, or I use Google Chrome and I just print straight from eBay and Amazon, because I don't get so many eBay orders where I need a stamps.com account where I have to print in bulk and do all these things that higher volume sellers do. So I personally am totally fine with just eBay and Amazon right now. uh, is it best to sell high dollar items to people with little feedback? I wouldn't say that's best to do. Whoa, I just messed my hair up pretty bad. I wouldn't say that's best to do, but it doesn't matter. If I sell to people with zero feedback all the time. I actually sold to somebody that had zero feedback, shipped out the item. The very same day I get a message from eBay telling me to not ship out the item because the buyer closed their eBay account and it's probably a scam. And so we'll see what happens with that, but it happens all the time. Teen Hustler says, I should get a job as one of those eBay listers over the summer lull. They pay like $15 an hour. Yeah, a bunch do. I was getting paid $15 an hour as an eBay photographer and lister at my old job, and it was cool, but the only thing that sucks about working like that, where you're working for someone else, you're stuck on their hours. Like, it really sucks having to sit there for 8 hours straight, or 6 hours straight, 5 hours straight, however long you're working, right? It sucks to just sit there and list, because listing's the least fun part. So, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Gino Gomez 78 was a good undetected brand to sell. Man, it totally depends on what kind of thing you're talking about. If you're talking about clothing, I don't know. I don't even know what I have up here. Not a lot of people talk about Cool, Kuhl. I just see one of my shirts over there that's cool. Kuhl sells really well. If you want to look up on eBay, look it up. It sells pretty decently. I think I sell it for around $25-ish. I could usually pick it up, between $4 and $5. So it's pretty cool. Cool. Let's see. Smoky Blizzard loves Shark Tank. Yeah, I love Shark Tank too. Thumbs. Aqua Sugar is the best. Nugget Noggin is excellent too. Yeah, Nugget Noggin is the other person I watch. I like them both a lot. Do I ever get reseller fatigue where I kind of just don't want to do it? Yeah, that's me right now, man. I have been going through reseller fatigue where I don't feel like doing anything, guys. I've been going through that so hardcore for the past couple weeks. It's been a freaking struggle because I've been sending off Amazon boxes, not huge boxes, but shipments with decent ranked stuff. And the second it hits the warehouse, I'm like, cool, I'll get a little bump in sales. Nothing. Maybe one item will sell out of the entire box. I'm like, what is going on? So I just shipped off a shipment filled with some good stuff, right? Some video games there, CDs, all this stuff. I sold one thing in the past 2 days from that box. But the ranks were proving to be good. So I have no idea. Like, we're talking a video game with a rank of 1,700. That's not horrible. It's been at the warehouse since I think Wednesday. So today is Saturday. I should have sold that by now if I'm the lowest priced. And I do have a repricer, so it should keep me up to date. And I don't know, just not moving. It's just not selling. So just sales are super slow for everybody right now. Ivan says, how long have I been reselling for? Over 3 years, I'd say now. So yeah, about 3 years. Not too shabby, right? Drummer says, when that happens, Josh, have a day off to recharge. Yeah, man. I get reseller fatigue way more than other people on YouTube, or maybe I just talk about it more. I don't know. All these people I watch are like, go, 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 list, list, list. like State's Place and all them. I watch State's Place sometimes also. Um, they'll sit there. She'll bang out 100 listings and then go to the bins for 3 hours or 5 hours, however long she goes to the bins. Hang out at the bins all day the next day. Come back home. List, list, list. Holy cow, guys. I sometimes have a struggle just writing down the information for 5 shirts. I don't know what it is with me lately, but I just haven't been able to do it, like get it done. But it's okay. I'll get back into the swing of things. That's also another reason why I've been doing a lot of YouTube videos, because I do still have the knowledge and I have all this, so I enjoy doing the YouTube videos. And this is something I wanted to get into, so I'll just get into it now. I did get a comment, and I'm just going to put it out there. I can't remember the person's name, of course. Oh, Barky McCheesepants. I hate to call you out because I know you're an avid follower, loyal watcher, right? You always watch my videos and you always comment, but you were saying that I was being a YouTube whore. That was the exact phrase, right? It's in my last video. And he said I was being a YouTube whore, putting out so many videos with very little content. And he said maybe it's just this or this. And I told him pretty much that I kind of agree and I disagree. I agree that I've been putting out a lot of content. I don't think, I mean, every once in a while, if you're putting out a lot of videos, you're gonna be rehashing a little bit. I mean, I know most of you that comment and that watch don't put out videos, and a few of you do, which is awesome, but a bunch of you don't, and it takes a lot of effort to try and think of ideas. It really, really, really does. And when you're trying to put out consistent content, because I noticed when I put out a video a week, a video every, every 3 or 4 days, my view count goes down. People in the comments are like, you got to put out more videos, you got to put out more videos, and I enjoy putting out more videos. So I am able to do the live streams where I'm able to just talk, do Q&As, answer a bunch of questions, talk about a certain subject if there is a certain subject I want to talk about. And I noticed a lot of other resellers do this, like Rockstar Flipper and State's Place and this kind of stuff. And I do notice on their channels, they get people commenting, oh, this is the same thing over and over and over, and they'll start to get a little bit of hate because they are putting out kind of the same stuff over and over. A lot of these groups that do live hangouts every week at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m., whenever they do them, I don't know. And the topic always seems to be the same, and what they're talking about always seems to be the same, because it is very hard to come up with new things every single week or every single day when it comes to reselling, because it is kind of the same stuff over and over. Now, I try to add a little bit of a twist and a little bit of a spin to it. I talk about other brands. I try to throw things out there, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm just throwing out these videos just to throw them out. I'm trying to provide content, and YouTube is, I want it to become another revenue source for me. Obviously, I wouldn't spend this much time if I was making $0 at it. I'm not even making that much money, guys. I'm making very, very, very little, less than most resellers on YouTube. And I want to be able to kind of balance YouTube with reselling. So when I go through the fatigue of that, I can focus on YouTube. And when I go through the fatigue of YouTube, I can focus more on that and kind of switch back and forth. So that is something that I'm trying to balance right now. And I'm just going through a balancing phase. So I don't remember what the question was, but that's where we ended up. I meant to say, should I sell to people with little feedback? For example, Macs, iPhones, that are top dollar electronics. Well, that gets a little sketchy. It does, because you do get scammers and all that. But if somebody buys it, you just got to ship it out to them and kind of hope for the best when it comes down to it. Check their feedback, see if they have a bunch of negative feedback for some reason, if you're very concerned. But usually, I just kind of ship it off. Let's see. Sorry guys. Cool is cool. Yeah, I like that. I should make a t-shirt. No, I couldn't use the freaking brand on a t-shirt. That's a stupid idea. When it's slow, it sucks. It kills your mood. That is so right, Debbie DNYC. It does kill your mood. 100%. Moranica says reseller fatigue 24/7 going on 17 years now. Not as glamorous as everyone thinks it is. Oh my gosh, it's not glamorous at all. Not even a little bit. You get to find nice clothes for yourself and cool things for your house sometimes, though. I learned reselling from Ben Fitzpatrick. He has went part-time and says once he organized, he'll get back to YouTube. Yes, exactly. I was following him for a little bit. He did stop putting out videos just for a little while. Hunting is so addicting. I love it. You've been using a passion/goal planner. It has helped me to keep on track. The one I use is the Passion Planner. That was a Kickstarter inventor in Angela Trinidad. Oh, very interesting. Now, I personally, there's people that do the morning rituals and there's people that write down their goals. I have personally tried it multiple times. I try to get into that mindset, but it just feels so corny every time I do it. And I'm not bashing anybody that does it, but every single time I write my goals and I try and be so positive and energetic about it, I feel like an idiot, right? I mean, I don't want to, and I'm not trying to bash it because I've done it so many times, and I'll definitely do it again in the future. But I cannot stick to a morning ritual or stick to creating random goals for myself. It's always good to set goals, but when you start saying I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and plan it out so precisely, and you start like saying it every single day, I can see how it can help. Just for me, it kind of makes me feel weird. I don't know. Maybe I should try it again though. Maybe I got to report back with that. Who knows? Um, Thrift and flip. All right. Any GameStop? Check your location, bolos. That was fun that one time, right? Um, that was fun when we did that. Maybe I'll do that again soon. I don't have any right now. Nothing that I haven't really been sourcing GameStop at all recently. I've looked up a few times, but I haven't found anything, sadly. When the GameStop check your location bolos do, and I know a lot of people don't know what this is, but basically I'll take people's zip codes and I'll have everybody post their zip code in the comment feed, and I will just copy and paste it into my GameStop app, and I will find the rare game that's possibly in your area. And it's kind of fun, and I'll be like, hey, there is a rare game in your area, like a very rare game where it's maybe in 3 GameStops across the country. But if you're within like a 15-mile radius, then you got to drive to it, pick up the game, and sell it because maybe GameStop's selling it for 15, but on Amazon it's going for 80 or 90. And I did that, and a few people actually were able to find $80 or $90 video games that way, and it was a really fun time. So I'll do that again in the future. Ivan Penna says, thanks for letting us know your downs and ups. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not 100% transparent. It's hard to be 100% transparent, but you know, I do the best I can. They have a free download to try. Okay, Mark Corbett. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. That would be interesting. Rag 1602, Monica, reselling is glamorous. I like it. Yes, State's Place is a total machine. I have no idea how she does it. Or Nicole, that's her name, not State's Place. Whatever you want to call her, right? I've been reselling for 4 months, making $1,800 a month. Any tip to raise my profits? That's actually really good for 4 months. Man, 4 months in for me, I was probably making like profit had to have been maybe a couple $100s. I was doing so bad in the beginning because I was also working a job and I just didn't know what I was doing. And it was years ago, you know, and I was a lot younger. I was between 19 and 20, I'd say, or probably around 20. But I started to learn, okay, do this, do that. Basically just be consistent. You know, go thrifting a lot, list a lot, just keep listing every single day if you can. Just freaking get one listing up every single day because that kind of gives you a little boost on eBay. And if you're doing Amazon, try and do a shipment every couple days. Just keep finding stuff. Go to your thrift store and scan all the CDs. Scan every single VHS tape. Scan every single video game. Go to the books. Just literally stand there and just go from shelf to shelf to shelf to shelf and just scan them. I just sold something, guys. So let's take a look. Nice. Just sold a Vineyard Vines shirt. I'll show you guys it. It is a Vineyard Vines men's sea urchin classic fit purple peak polo heather shirt. Sold it for $50. Free shipping. And I'm always trying out new photos, so I just did that for my photo. And I also, you know, I have a mannequin, so I I do also use mannequin photos. I'm trying to pull that up for you guys so you can see it. There's the mannequin photo. I think it looks pretty good. So, $50, happy about that. I don't know what I paid for it. Jesse, thank you for showing us your human. Lol. I've noticed that too about some of the other resellers. I can't be go all the time too. Yeah, man, you know, sometimes I can be go though. It's just like how a lot of you can also. I mean, there's weeks where I feel invincible, where a full week goes by and I literally list every single day. I'm posting YouTube videos every single day. I'm saying, you guys can do it, you guys can do it. because that's a great mindset to be in. It just doesn't happen all the time. Jay keeps it real. Yes, I do, of course. And of course I'm going to help everybody I can. I like doing that. When people see you with a nice house, car, etc., they think it must be so easy. We all know it's dirty, sometimes filthy job, but we love being our own boss. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I don't really have a nice car, and I live in an apartment. And I'm very happy with where I am, though. I did want to upgrade my car, though, but instead, I'm just working on it bit by bit, traveling across the country in it. I love my car, so, I would like to get a Tesla, though. I want a Tesla so bad. Reezy Resells does a call-in on Mondays. Yeah, Reezy does a lot of stuff, actually. I don't really watch him, though. I follow him on Snapchat. I don't really watch his YouTube, though, but I do follow him on Snapchat, and I do, watch his snaps. Can you tell us what you think about selling jeans on eBay? Got a few pairs today. Any info would be helpful. Alright, selling jeans on eBay. I rarely do it. I freaking hate selling jeans on eBay. Unless you can do flat lays on a big open spot of floor, it is hard to take pictures on a little table or a little somewhere to take pictures of jeans. Now, maybe if you had a perfect hanger where you could kind of hang them up, that would help, but even then, they kind of look like crap most of the time. So, personally, jeans on eBay, I don't like. I don't like to do it. I would highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Prof Sales' YouTube channel. He talks all about it. He is the jean master. He will totally motivate you. He actually kind of motivated me to pick up some jeans. I have, one, two, three pairs of jeans over here that I picked up months ago that I never listed. I think I probably picked up 10 pairs. I listed 7 of them, and I got 3 left. And I just hated it. They do sell for good money, though, but they also have to cost more to ship. Rag1602, yeah, fun doing it, but never thought it was glamorous. No way. Have I been running into issues on collectible toys on Amazon lately? Boppets were coming up as restricted because they're being categorized as infant toy products. That would suck. Oh my gosh, that would make sense. Totally forgot to bring this up. Okay, I was supposed to make a whole video on this, so I got a whole bunch of Amazon returns back. And so at the first of every month, I get returns from Amazon automatically sent back to my house. So I got them all, and they were just kind of sitting in the corner. I was like, okay, I'll open them. So I opened them a few days ago, and because they get shipped out on the first, you don't get them for a week or so, and then I let them sit for a week. So I finally got around to opening them, and I noticed all of my Boppets were in here. I'm like, what the hell? Why are all of my Boppets in here? Like 3 or 4 of them. And I could sell them for a good amount. And all of a sudden, I'm like, why are all of these sent back to me? This is weird. And then I noticed they're restricted, and not only are they restricted, but Amazon just took them and sent them right back to you. I was like, what the heck? So I guess you can't sell Boppets anymore, which is kind of a pain, because I'm stuck with 3 or 4 Boppets. Kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I am coming up with issues like that. Sucks, because, that's a lot of inventory that I just kind of sitting around. I got to try and sell on eBay. I hate that. Thank you, Thrift and Flip, RA. Ivan says, have I been growing every year or stuck at the same income? Well, technically I have grown every year. I think this year I'm not going to, though, just because of moving into my own place and trying to get things situated for months. I really didn't capitalize, and I'm still not super capitalizing on a lot of stuff. Also, with the fact that Amazon is gating a lot of things, and I've noticed prices have been tanking on a lot of things, I can almost guarantee I'm not going to make as much money as I did last year. Who knows, something might happen, but I can almost guarantee I'm not, just because of a lot of the items I used to sell, I can't anymore. Like, I can't send in Wii consoles. That's why I've been doing eBay also, but I don't make as much on eBay as I would on Amazon, you know what I mean? So I'm still selling the same amount of stuff, but for less money. So that kind of sucks. And also, I wouldn't even say I'm selling the same amount of stuff, because I can't pick up a lot of the stuff that I used to pick up that would sell used on eBay, like used board games and used stuffed animals and things like this, that I was actually doing really well selling used stuffed animals on Amazon. Probably made a few $1,000s. I'd say probably $5,000 last year selling used stuffed animals on Amazon. I can't even sell most of them. Some you still can, but most I can't. So there goes, possibly $5,000 out the door. Same thing goes for selling Wii's on Amazon. There goes money out the door. And a lot of things have tanked in price. Wii Fit balance boards, Guitar Hero guitars, everybody knows about those, but there's other things that have just come way, way, way down in price because of people competing with each other so they don't get the long-term storage fees, and prices tank really quickly now. Um, Also, more competition. So, will I make more money? I don't think so. Hopefully, I stay around the same. I would be content with that, but it's hard to say because right now it's been so slow. It just kind of sucks. But that's also every May. Who knows? Thanks, Ivan. Heath says, do all your live stream videos get deleted once they are over? I've seen notifications sometimes when you go live and couldn't watch them. Yes, Heath, they do not. They actually get posted. My most recent two I had to delete because there were audio issues and connectivity issues, and I just didn't think it would be a good video for a replay viewer to watch. If you were live watching me, you kind of were able to deal with the issues because I was able to fix them throughout the live stream, but I just didn't think it would look good on my channel if there was that many issues on a video, because I already have that happen way too often on my channel, I know. So I personally just deleted them. Didn't care. They weren't monetized or anything like that. Didn't make any money on them, whatever. I just deleted them. I just didn't think it would be nice on my channel. But normally I keep the videos. This one's going to stay up on my channel. As a newbie, I'm feeling a bit intimidated to start my first FBA. I just registered on Amazon as a professional seller. Can you recommend a good category or product to start with? Since you're brand new, I don't know what is restricted nowadays. A lot of things are different. I always recommended CDs. I love selling CDs. I sold used CDs, I sold new CDs, I sold box sets of CDs, all different kinds, right? Cardboard packaging CDs was something I always preached. They went for good money. Now I know a lot of people are restricted in them, so I recommend going and testing it, scanning them, seeing if they come up restricted. If they come up restricted, most video games won't come up as restricted. So of course you can look into those. You're not going to find as many. They're not as readily as available as CDs, but they're there. From that point on, I would definitely focus on books. A lot of textbooks are becoming restricted now as well, so you're going to have that can be kind of a pain in the butt. I actually very, very, very rarely do books just because of how much of a pain they are. You got to scan 20 to 50 of them before you find one book sometimes. And even then, that one book you find probably has a million rank because of how many booksellers there are. Depends on where you live and how popular the thrift store is for resellers. But that's kind of how I go. Next, I would definitely focus. I'm trying to see for Amazon. VHS tapes, definitely scan the sealed ones. You want to stay under 200,000 rank while you're starting. That'll move a little bit faster. Same goes for CDs, stay under 200,000 rank. Video games, you want to stay under 10,000 rank. Books, I try to stay under a million, just about. Depending, sometimes I'll send them in just if they're worth a lot of money. Another thing I'd really focus on, I'm trying to look around to see what I have sitting around here. I mean, I do electronics, but they are highly returned. You can focus on board games. Always look for sealed types of games, sealed, card packs, like card games, sealed board games, things like that, sealed toys. Those kind of things aren't usually restricted. So I would definitely focus on, looking at sealed things first. Take the thrift store step by step. Start looking at the CDs. If they are restricted for you, move on over to the video games. They're usually close to each other. If your thrift store doesn't really have a lot of them, which most don't, move over to the VHS tapes. They all usually have that readily available between a quarter or 10 cents to $1, usually. So scan a lot of the sealed ones, see what you can find there. If you don't find anything there, move on over to the toys. Take it step by step. Really just sit there and scan everything you can, because then you'll start to get a sense of what sells. All right, that was very long-winded. I'm sorry, guys. Grand Man with the plan created about 40 cases on Amazon this past week to get them changed up, so they're progressively becoming active again. Still a pain in the butt regardless. Yeah, I hear you there. Okay. Ronnie says, if you could turn back time, what 2 things would I have told myself to help you out in this buy-sell business? Oh my gosh, 2 freaking things would be to honestly do it every single day. I mean, there are so many days where I just get lazy, and I'm making good money around Christmas, so I take a week off just because. And it's like I'm in no position to just be like, yeah, I can take a week off. I can take 2 weeks off. Honestly, if I focused really hard at it, in the beginning, I would have probably known way more than I know now, of course. And the other thing would be to honestly get in while you can for everything that comes up. And I've gotten good at that. Whenever I see a new opportunity, I sign up. Merch by Amazon, I signed up the second I heard about it. I got instantly approved. I've been selling shirts, free money this whole time. Loving it. Amazon FBA, I waited over a year before I signed up. Honestly, if I signed up a year prior, I could have sold, I believe, in health and beauty. I could have sold DVDs. I could have sold grocery, I believe. Sorry, my eyes are itchy because of allergies. And because I decided to just wait because I didn't feel like dealing with the process. Just take the time out of your day and sign up for things. Whenever you hear a new opportunity, Kindle came out. That was a huge thing, and there was a lot of backlash between resellers. Oh, it's not ethical, whatever. Who cares? So I signed up. I made some money on it. I didn't make a lot, but I made money. I personally wasn't very good at it. I didn't really like it. I just sign up for anything that you get the chance for. Whenever you hear about a new program or a new something, just sign up. If it's free, opportunity, I signed up for Etsy. I signed up for all these random websites just in case they get gated off. So I recommend doing that. Rag1602, if you have a GameStop, good for you. They closed all the ones near me. Really, I did hear that they're closing GameStops, which sucks because that's a great sourcing location around Christmas. It's going to be, retail arbitrage is going to be very hard once every store goes out of business, guys. Like, the retail apocalypse is real, and these stores are closing down like crazy. Closing down like there's a wildfire flying on through, taking all the stores and burn them to the ground. Pretty much that's the way it is around me. Every other plaza, half the stores are gone already. I mean, there was a Radio Shack downtown that closed. Even the liquor stores are closing, which is weird. There's these giant shopping malls just empty. All the Sears closed down. The JCPenney in town closed down. All the little mom and pop shops are closing down. Nobody's buying retail. And it kind of sucks because less places to source, less places to shop, and more people out of a job. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we're at a really pivotal point in the economy, a very pivotal point in time where are we going to have too many people out of jobs because of how many businesses are going under? Who knows? We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm trying to scroll up. Sorry, guys. It's very laggy right now. Very laggy. Hopefully my live stream's not lag. It looks like it's lagging, but it should be okay. So stop telling me what to do. You're not the boss man. Ha ha ha. Alright, sorry guys. I'm trying to get this back to... There we go. Yeah, plug and play video games are great. Definitely do those. Look, I got a lot. Trying to scroll through this, answer as many questions as I can. We do have 75 people in the house. That's 25 more than when we had 50. So if you do want to give it a thumbs up, that would totally help out the channel and get more people to watch. And I like that. So definitely help me out there. Let's see. Everybody looked at their phones for ching. Yeah, Teslas are amazing. Any tips for building consistent inventory? Literally just list daily. Yeah, what up, Brian Banna? Great to have you here. The Bugman, you're a funny dude. I know that's a joke now. You must have this setting as automatic, sending it back to items from Amazon. Yes, I have it set as automatic. What are those lot of things? Ah, man, sorry, that question was way too long ago. Oh, okay, less competition. What are some good stuffed animals to buy? Beanie Boos. Beanie Boos. They do well if you're new with tags. Beanie Boos are like Beanie Babies, but with the big eyes. If they're older, not like in actual stores anymore, they do really well. I sold them for 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. I think the most expensive one I sold is $59.99 for just like one of the little Beanie Babies, but they're called Beanie Boos. They do really well. Got those Bop It listings fixed. So you can send them back in, brother. You're welcome. Awesome. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna double check it because they all got sent back to me. I gotta send them back in. If you want my opinion on Amazon versus eBay, I would never go full-time only for Amazon, but I definitely go full-time on eBay, even if the money is better. Well, yeah, eBay is a little more, well, it's less restrictive. So I'd recommend if you had to choose one to go full-time, and I would just split it 50-50. That's just how I am. Has Wii Mario Kart been restricted a long time, or is that new? Yeah, that got restricted not too long ago, but yeah, it's more recent. Mario Kart Wii got restricted. I don't know why. Have I tried to sell shoes? Yeah, I sell shoes all the time. I don't sell many pairs, but I do sell them, and I've been selling them for a while. Sending to yeah, you can't send the Wii's into FBA. All right, let's see, books. Oh yeah, books do good. What up, Stephen B? Oh, you got a little Wally right there. I love Wally. That's one of my favorite movies. Do I currently make more money on eBay than Amazon? No, I make more on Amazon. Definitely more on Amazon. eBay's catching up though. Just because Amazon's been going way down, not because eBay's like all of a sudden amazing. Um, eBay I make I used to make way less on, but Amazon's been kind of tanking for me. I think I made $53 today. That's not even what I made. Those are sales, I believe. So $53 in sales today on Amazon, which is just very depressing, very depressingly sad, which is crazy because I have about 800 items in my inventory. Decent ranks, nothing amazing ranked obviously because I'm not getting any of those big sales, but gonna have to figure something out. I gotta source better items. I see a lot of people that are hitting up Walmarts and find the cameras and the really good stuff that sell fast and they're making quick turnaround profits. I gotta start following those guys and picking that stuff up because I'm in a rough spot. Alright, let's see. What up, what up? I would also suggest that you find, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, a niche and learn as much. Oh yeah, definitely. I did all my research on YouTube. $24 profit, that's awesome. Doing it myself, but at what point do you do FBA? I started FBA. I actually didn't start merchant fulfilled on Amazon. I started FBA. As long as you got 30 items for a shipment, send it off. Nice, Heath. Yeah, I have one GameStop near me. I mean, I can drive to about, within a reasonable distance, I could drive to about 3 or 4 of them. And but I have one in the town that I live in, which is nice. Heck, Amazon delivers beer and wine in under 2 hours in certain cities. I know, Amazon is freaking killing it. It's going to be a sea of Walmart and Targets. I know, which is such a shame. It really is. Take your big toe and gingerly press the like button. That's interesting. Brian Bana, what is my average ROI for eBay? I don't know my exact average. I know that I'll give you guys a gist of what I usually do on average for me. Usually pay $5 for an item, and that item will sell for $25. Usually that $5 item I have to ship for about $3.50. So I'm in the whole 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. Selling it for 25. Not super good at math, but what is that? 16.50. So I would be getting 16.50 back before fees on $25. You're looking at about $4 in fees at the high end. So looking at about $12 on a $25 sale. That's usually what it ends up being. So kind of sucks when you put it that way now that I think about it. Probably a little bit higher than that though, because I kind of priced everything a little bit higher. So yeah, there's that. That's kind of what I do on eBay. Not always though. Like that Vineyard Vine shirt I just sold for 50. I just sold a shirt the other day for 80. So you know, there's outliers of course, and I also sell things for cheaper too. Name the 2 biggest mistakes you made so far in buying and selling. I mean, I've made lots of mistakes. I think a dumb mistake, it wasn't a mistake yet, but it can be. I bought a bulk lot of 50 Tommy Bahama shirts on eBay for about $370. I was like, man, I'm going to make a killing. Come to find out, I get them. Half of them are stained beyond repair. A bunch had holes in them. I would say out of the 50, about 25 of them were sellable. So I have the other 25 sitting in the closet. I'm going to maybe just put them in a bulk lot. A very lucky thing that happened was one of the Time Bahamas sold for $100 at a lot, and another one sold for 50. And I've sold a couple for 20 and 25. So I still have a bunch listed. A few I have to get listed. So I am almost at break even. I'm probably about $125 to $150 away from break even, and I've only sold about 5 of them. Maybe 6 or 7 of them actually. So I'm almost close to break even, but that was kind of stupid. And another one, I don't know. I mean, I make mistakes all the time. I probably not putting away enough money for taxes because you just realize, oh, I get this money, and you start investing it all back in, which you kind of got to do a little bit in the beginning. But definitely put a little bit away because when taxes come, all of a sudden you're going to realize, oh my gosh, all my money has to go right to taxes, and then you're really broke for a while, and you're probably struggling. So I've done that twice, so I gotta not do that anymore. Drummer says, have I been interested in bulk buying? That is definitely my next step. I want to bulk buy. I 100% want to bulk buy, and I'm trying to find certain avenues to bulk buy. There's a website. I'm not giving any of this away, but there's a website I found that I've been bulk buying things from. I haven't gotten anything yet. Small bulk buy, 15 items or 15 products of 3 different items, only 5 items each. I have to create the listings for them, but it's a well-known brand, so I think I'll do okay. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, and I'll probably never talk about it because I would never give that away. Sorry, guys. We need a bar live stream. That was fun. I might go to the bar tonight. It's 9 o'clock. I was supposed to go to a party tonight, guys, just so you all know. We got 81 people here. I was supposed to go to a freaking party tonight, bonfire with a keg and all this stuff, and my friends that were going to go with me said that they're probably not going anymore, and I didn't want to go by myself. I do know, the people's house, and I do know a bunch of the people there, but it's about an hour away, a little over an hour away. It started at 9, so 9 minutes ago. If I left now, I'd get there hour after it starts. Odds are half the people wouldn't even be there yet. It does have an in-ground pool. It is pretty hot out, so it might be open, but maybe I'll just go to the bar tonight, or I'll just sit at home. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm so bored. I'm actually not bored right now, but I will be very bored once I shut this live stream off, which really sucks. And I'm not doing listing. It's 9 o'clock. I don't feel like it. I passed a broken down Tesla that was stuck on the highway ramp. Oh no, that sucks. I've never seen one broken down, ever. Okay, let's bang through these. Yeah, Disney Plus does really well. Even Walmart and Target are struggling to keep up. Well, they actually just posted really good numbers. I've been investing in stocks. That's another thing. My stocks, I'll actually show you guys my stocks if you're curious. I'm going to show you guys anyways. I use Robinhood, which is a free app, and I've been investing, and you guys will see the crazy turn my day took the other day. So obviously I'm just getting started. I don't have that much in it, but you can tell where I started over here, and then it started to go down, and then it peaked, and I was like, oh, heck yeah, I'm making some money today. I thought I was going to keep going, and then everything just tanked instantly right before the market closed, but then it came back up. So I made $4 yesterday, which is pretty much nothing. Kind of funny. And at my high, I made 22 bucks. So that's pretty cool. I'm invested in a bunch of companies. I can show you guys the companies really quick if you're curious. I'm going to show you anyways. I'm invested in DDD, which is a 3D printing company, AMD, which is a computer processor company, another microchip company, a medical marijuana company, GoPro, Yum, which are, I don't put that much into them because I'm still learning. Yum brands is like Taco Bell, things like that. Shop, which is Shopify. I got 6 shares in Shopify at 90 bucks a piece. I'm actually invested lower than 90 bucks a piece. I'm invested at 87, so I've made a little bit of money there. LYG, which is a European bank. Square, which is the credit card company, and ELGX, which I just bought because I had $5 left in my account, and it costed me $4.45. So I was like, well, I'll just throw it in this because, I don't know, I just felt like throwing it in it, and I've made 1 cent in it so far. So that's interesting. So that's just something I'm messing around with, and it's kind of fun. So I'm hoping that the numbers keep going up. A lot of the companies I'm invested in seem that they're going to go up this summer, and I might just cash everything out when I go on vacation, and hopefully my investment will turn into, a couple $1,000s, and that'd be fun. I am not top rated seller on eBay. What phone do I use? I use a Samsung Galaxy S7. Am I ungated for health and personal care, grocery, clothing? I am only ungated in clothing and shoes. Drummer, try some sales. Got some auctions going, Jeff. Yeah, I'm actually, okay, so I was going to do auctions. I totally forgot about this method, which I'm going to, I might try it tomorrow, because it's Sunday. So I was thinking about putting everything in my store on auction for the price that it's listed at already, right? So just throw everything up on auction, keep it at the price it's listed at, and maybe next Sunday I'll get a big influx of sales. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll have to relist everything, which will kind of suck. But I was thinking about giving it a shot. Well, I don't have that many items in my store. I think I'm just under 300 right now because a few things have been selling. What's the best way to get around the Vero companies if you have their products to sell, either new or used? You can't. You can't. Your items will get taken down. If they get taken down too many times, you can get your account suspended. Brickseek, they have a Facebook group. Yeah, Brickseek's pretty good for Lego stuff. Oh, no, not for Lego stuff. Okay, I was thinking Bricklink. Brickseek, yes, that's for Walmart and finding stock of items. Brickseek's good. This channel is definitely a hidden gem, says JDS. That's what I like to think. I like to think it's a hidden gem. I try to think that I'm the best YouTuber there is. Drummer, Vero's tough. Yeah, definitely. You need receipts and all that stuff. I have some very well-sourced new shoes all going in with eBay. Wish me luck. Awesome. Good luck, TJ Townsend Saint. How's your steamer working out? I steamed this one shirt. That's it. And I never took pictures, so it works well. It's really slow, but it works well. Am I going to do the 60-day return for eBay? Nah, I'm just going to keep it at 30 or whatever I have right now. Will you continue to bulk buy off eBay? I will. I've bulk bought on eBay multiple times. I've bulk bought flip cameras from somebody, bulk bought those Tommy Bahamas. I've bulk bought a few things off of other eBay sellers to sell on Amazon. You can bulk buy video games, game consoles, and things like that. If you're willing to put down the money, and yeah, I would definitely do it again. Yikes, the federal and state tax, yeah, I know. I'm loving the Craigslist Hunters method so far, where he strives for $50 margins. Very doable in the Los Angeles market. Yeah, $50 margins is very, very hard where I am. It's easier for him in a sense, because people are bringing him things that are already valuable, and he can choose to pay them less so he gets that $50 margin. I know he finds that stuff at thrift stores also, but it's harder for someone like me or you probably to just find things out in the wild, $50 margins all the time. So I you know, sometimes I'm making $5 on an item because $5 is better than $0. Would you buy shirts from the UK at around $5 each, US? Bulk to resell, I think they have some brands that would do way better if they were still in the US. Depends. Shipping would be pretty crazy if you had to ship it here. How can I fix my Black Ops 2 disc? It's got a deepish scratch. I recommend, if you're going to sell video games regularly, investing, in this guy. It's a JFJ Easy Pro. This thing works like a freaking charm. Cleans everything that has scratches in it for me so well. And it's already made its money back 10 times over because of all the games that I don't even, throwing the phone on the ground, I don't even really look at the backs of games in too much detail anymore. I just buy a game, take a quick look, make sure it's not destroyed. Buy a game, look at it, yeah, it's fine. I can clean it right when I get home. So I don't pass up scratched DVDs, I don't pass up scratched CDs or video games anymore, which kind of puts me in a higher market. So I've actually thought about buying scratched video games off of eBay and fixing them. But usually if you're buying scratched games, if somebody's bulk lotting in all these scratched games on eBay, odds are they're beyond repair. They have more than just scratches. There's cracks and things like that that you can't fix. Get myself to the party. I might still go. Who knows? For everyone, please check out junkyards in your area. Find items with great returns and profit. That's interesting. I've actually, yeah, I was selling car parts on eBay. And, yeah, if you call around to some junkyards, find a part that you're really curious in selling on eBay, see what they're willing to sell it to you for, and if you know you could double your money, like try to find one part or like a list of 5 parts for a certain car. A car that you see a lot of, Ford Focuses, Volkswagen, whatever, right? Any basic car that you see around a lot. That's probably going to be overcrowded in a junkyard. That's a good idea. Look up 3 parts that are easy to take off with very minimal tools, maybe a screwdriver or just a screw. Yeah, just a freaking screwdriver to pop it out even. Maybe it'll be worth it. Who knows? Straight out of thrift school. What up? Take time for yourself. Go to the bar. Yeah, I know. I might. I really don't know. I've just been chilling at home by myself for the past few days. It gets really depressing. Like, no lie. I've just been chilling with my dog. It gets so depressing. I'll just sit here some days in front of the TV, like, I'm like, man, I'm personally, I'm not depressed or anything, but sometimes I feel depressed. Like, man, I'm just so whatever. My girlfriend's at her cousin's and her friend's house, and they're partying all night, having fun, and I just, I don't know. I just feel so lonely, so lonely. Uh, Whatever though. My girlfriend does not help me out. She actually wants to learn how to list, so that is good. So, but currently it is just me. I've been doing it by myself for 3 years, zero help. Be a man, get listing. Oh my gosh. Am I restricted from selling clothes on Amazon? No, I sell clothes on Amazon. Heath Abertron says, how do we find bulk websites? You just search for them online? I found one bulk website, but other than that, it's kind of seemed questionable. Yeah, you just search. You honestly just have to search. And just keep doing searches, because a lot of the people I watch that do bulk buying and selling, they don't mention their websites either. I don't mention the website, because once you mention the website, and let's say this video, most of my videos average out around 1 to 2,000 views, but let's say, because I have a few that, get 10,000, 30,000. So what if this one video that I talk about bulk buying in gets 30,000 views? All it takes is a few people to hit up that website, and now my margins are screwed. Everybody's buying on that website, right? So that's why you can't really give that away. It just happens. Tanked investment. I know. Jim Ball. Okay. List those Tommy Bahamas. I know, right? Do not invest in stocks. Buy index funds. Straight from Warren Buffett. I like investing in stocks. It's pretty fun. Auctions bring more traffic, guys. Hopefully, we'll find out. Provide us 3 simple tips for new resellers. So easy, Ronnie. 3 simple tips for new resellers. Little tippies. Let's come up with little tippies. Definitely take good pictures, and that's a simple tip. But the only way to know that you're taking good pictures is if you have good lighting. You could take an amazing picture, but if there's shadows all over it, it's going to suck. I take all of my photos right here on my phone. I don't have a fancy camera setup. You know what I did? I ripped off, take a look up there. It's just a light. There's no cover over the light. I ripped the cover dome off, and it's just 3 light bulbs. Now, those light bulbs weren't strong enough, so I went to Lowe's. I bought the brightest, whitest light bulbs. You can see how bright it is in here. I bought the brightest, whitest light bulbs I can. I screwed them in to minimize shadows. That will help your pictures out tremendously. And I'll show you guys a couple examples in a second. Next, I highly recommend, let's see, I got to think of stuff off the top of my head. I recommend, oh my gosh, if you're selling on eBay, people say to include measurements. Include all the measurements you can. Honestly, guys, I include 2 measurements. It did help sales a little bit. Not drastic, but it does cut back on having to pull crap out of inventory. All you got to do is pit to pit and length of shirt. If it's a long sleeve shirt, you could also do sleeve length. If you want to learn how to look up those measurements, just Google how to do a pit to pit measurement. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. Awesome. Easy to do. And the third would be for Amazon. Simple tip. I don't know. I already mentioned this earlier, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. Buy your boxes in bulk. Actually, better tip than that. If you don't got any money in your strap for cash, go dumpster diving in Staples dumpster, or in any dumpster, really. The cardboard dumpsters are usually never locked up, if dumpster diving is legal where you are, and grab them. They're free, right? So you're getting free boxes, free packing material, all that crap. I spend so much money on bubble wrap and boxes, it's insane. I should just dumpster dive for it. But if you're really strapped on cash, I recommend doing that. I used to do that when I first started. ETF is the way to go. Oh, ETF index funds or whatever. Did buy some eBay stock when it was low. Oh, that's interesting. I do not have any eBay stock. Okay. You think the market's too oversaturated with new resellers. You feel too much sharing tips driving down the market, like loose lips sink ships. Actually, somebody just commented that on one of my videos. It might have been you. No. Yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of new resellers right now, and it is bringing down prices. And talking about it probably doesn't help. I like talking about it, though, so I'm going to talk about it. I don't give away anything that's not common knowledge, though. I mean, it's common freaking knowledge. I learned all this stuff by myself. Well, I watched other people, and I just researched. I just make it a little bit easier to do the research, because I just mention things. But I'm not really giving away any crazy secrets here, I don't think. So, I do have crazy secrets, but those kind of stay to myself, because it would just destroy my business if I gave them away, right? So I do feel like sharing tips, certain tips, definitely drives down the market on certain items. Maybe Brooks Brothers probably sold for a lot more 5 years ago before every single reseller started talking about it, right? And now you look up Brooks Brothers men's dress shirt on eBay, it's like 15,000 listings. There's so many of them that you could hardly get 20 bucks for one now. Hardly. You probably get 15 bucks now, if that. And you probably used to be able to get 25, 30. So yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, how do I get ungated? It's actually really tough to get ungated in like grocery and things like that. I haven't even tried because I'm lazy. If you auction your whole store, you'll go a whole week with no sales. That's true, Source Force, and I'm okay with that because I get sales from Amazon and I have money, so it's okay. But yes, I will go a whole week without sales. But maybe I won't, because while everything is on auction, I'll still be listing. So hopefully some of my other things that I'm listing sell. You know what I mean? So definitely something to try. I still think I'm gonna try it. My steamer's still in the box. Mine's just chilling right down here by my feet. Still has some water in it. So that's probably not good just to leave laying around all the electronics down there. I agree. You'd love it here in LA with OfferUp, Let Go. People give away vintage electronics here. Yeah, I bet. You look up in the free section in my area, nothing. All right. Actually, I just got a free vacuum and a VCR and life vests today. So what am I talking about? I find free shit all the time. And they're all in the other room, so I can't even show you guys. What's better, auction or buy it now? Buy it now, but I'm going to try auction. Will the JFJ Easy Pro clean contact lenses? No. What's up, bro? What up, Mario Yana? Okay, I set up if this, then that alert for Craigslist on free curb alerts. Nothing. Great, but did some books, games, donate service. Oh, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. First time I list an item on eBay, I do it as an auction at my buy it now price. And if it doesn't sell, I just relist the same price 30 days. Too cheap. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, too cheap to not use free monthly auctions with my store. Yeah, if you get free auctions with your store, might as well take advantage of them. What up, what up? Okay, I'm almost down to the bottom, finally. Reselling is a lonely job. Oh, so lonely. Professionals act as they must, not as they feel. Ooh, we got a Gandhi over here, or whoever speaks in beautifulness. Eric Brito says, has it been easy to keep up with the rent and living expenses? I can tell it's going to be hard. I am so lucky I saved enough money, um, because I think I'd kind of be screwed because I'm going through a very slow time right now, for the past month. I think I'd be screwed if I didn't save any money. But you should always have money saved. So yes, it would be hard because my living expenses and my rent equal over $1,000 a month, and that's before, with reselling. Let's say you're profiting $3,000 to $4,000 a month, $1,000 a week, let's say, right? So that's $52,000 a year profit. Now let's say you're making that $4,000 a month. My living expenses, home, rent, right? Just rent and electricity and internet bill and gas. So those bills plus rent equal about over $1,000. So that's Connecticut for you, right? And so that's 1,000. So there goes 1 week. Now you have to invest in inventory when you're reselling. You're not just making a paycheck. So let's just say another 1,000, right? Let's just say it. So because that's usually what it ends up being, about 1,000. That's $250 a week. I probably spend about $250 a week on inventory, and a lot of times I spend more depending on if I'm finding really high-end stuff. And so, there's times where I'll spend $100 on one item, and then like today I spent $180 on a few items, and tomorrow I might spend $200. So some weeks I spend $500 on items, and so there goes more than half your money. So now you're working at $24,000 a year. And $24,000 a year is not a lot when you have to pay for gas and car taxes. I live in Connecticut. You have to pay like $100 and something dollars in car taxes every year. And all these things, they just add up, add up, add up, add up. Phone bill, just little things that you buy yourself, food, all these expenses, they add up fast. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All the subscriptions that you have, Netflix and Amazon Prime and Xbox Live and just little things like that. They add up. If I had my girlfriend living here or a roommate, it'd be so easy. It would cut everything in half. It'd be so easy. I would love it. And I've actually been looking into getting a scooter, like a moped with a little thing on the back, to drive around town. Because I'm always driving my Subaru around town, just going to check Goodwill or dropping off like 2 packages to the post office. If I had a little moped, first of all, it'd be fun, right? Second of all, it would cost me nothing in gas. Nothing. I'd be putting no miles on my car every day, going to the grocery store, just grabbing a bag of stuff, throw it in the back of the moped. I live right down the street from, so that was a money saving thing. Eventually, it would cost me about 900 bucks up front, but I think it would end up saving me money. So just little things you got to think about. Um, Brian says, my reselling isn't lonely. I meet hundreds of people every week. See, I see hundreds of people every week at thrift stores, but I don't meet them, I don't talk to them, and I don't know them. So it doesn't feel the same. That's what I do, so I don't have to dig something out to measure again. Oh yeah. Thrift school, does it really take 1 year to start making decent money from eBay from new sellers? No. You could make decent money in 1 month if you're dedicated. You could, if you bought a lot of stock, let's say you go to the bins, you buy lots of stuff for 3 days straight, right? You have 200, 300 items. You list all of those 300 items. You can list 300 items in a week. You know, if you sat there and did it, you know, full time for 1 week, and then nothing for the rest of the month, you will instantly be making bank. Not bank, but you'll instantly be making good money on eBay. I can guarantee it. But you have to invest the time right up front. Just invest that time, and you'll start making the money within a couple weeks. I just know it, and that's an option. You know, if you only have 50 bucks to your name, it's going to take a lot longer because you have to, you know, you'll spend some money on supplies, on inventory, and then you got to save some money for shipping. Pillow fight. All right. So let's see what we got here. Auction buy now. Buy now always. OMD, don't get me started on Brooks Brothers. Yeah, I know. Golf fan. Yeah, no, definitely. You and Reagan Prof inspired me to become a reseller, and I'm 15. I have 10 listings in 2 weeks, which isn't much, but it's a start. Hopefully, no, 10 listings is fine, depending on what they are. I mean, I hardly had any listings on eBay for a while. I highly recommend starting Amazon FBA while you can, while it's still possible. Maybe they'll completely gate it out for everybody in the future, so sign up tonight. Just sign up. That's all you got to do. Sign up, guys. My rent is way more than that. Do you have a house, Brian, though? Or do you live in a big city? I live in the western part of Connecticut, in the middle of freaking nowhere, in a apartment, and it costs me that much. I have 25 games listed on Amazon. If I set a shipping schedule, how long before I have to ship it out? It's very confusing with labels and all the shipping. So if you're doing merchant fulfilled on Amazon, I believe is what you're talking about, then you're looking at about, I don't know, I think you have to ship it out every, what is it, like a 2 to 3 day range is I think what they give you, or a 1 to 3 day range within shipping time. Not really sure. I mostly do FBA when it comes to that, or I do eBay. And on eBay, you get to choose how long you want it to take before you have to ship it out. Thank you, Tiffany. By the way, Thrift School, I'm located near Providence. So I'm from New England as well. Very cool. Providence is, I'm all the way on this side of Connecticut. Providence is all the way on that side. So I'm on the opposite side, sadly, but it's all good. I have a scooter. They're great. Yeah, I had a 1978 Motobacan that I sold when I was broke. You guys have no idea how broke I was when I started this. You can go back to my previous YouTube videos. You'll see the kind of stuff I was picking up. I was so freaking broke. The battery died in my car, and I think I've shared this story before. The battery died in my little Ford Focus, right? And I needed one to get to work because I was still working a job at this time. I wasn't making that much at that job. I was making enough, but I was trying to invest it all into reselling because I really liked it, and I knew I could make more money doing this. So all my money was going to that. And so I didn't have enough money for a battery, and I couldn't get to work, and I was so screwed. I had maybe like 10 bucks to my name, maybe 15 bucks, right? And that is it. I didn't have a penny more, and I was screwed. So I had a kayak, and I was living at my dad's house, and my dad was at work. No one could give me a ride to work, and I had to get there. So I listed my kayak on Craigslist, OfferUp, Letgo, all those, whatever was out at the time, right? Listed it everywhere for dirt cheap, like $100, because the battery costed $90. And so, because I called up AAA, they came to deliver the battery, which is awesome, right? So they were coming, they were delivering the battery, and I needed the money. So they're there, and the guy's testing it and everything, because they test it for free, so I wouldn't be screwed. I wasn't just going to buy the battery right away. And I listed the kayak. I'm waiting. Finally, I get a call. I say, hey, I can sell this right now. He's like, perfect. I live in the same town. So he comes down. He tells me, he looks at it. He's like, cool, this is for my daughter. I'll give you $75. And the AAA guy's right there. 75 plus my 10 would make it 85. I need 90 plus tax. So I'm like, I tell him, say, hey, I need to sell it for 100. Literally, that is the lowest I can go, and otherwise, I'm screwed here. And he just said, I can only do 75. He was being such a jerk, and I was like, well, I guess 75 is closer than nothing, right? And so I tried to sell him other things. I had other things sitting around, and eventually I sold it for the 75. I had $85, and I don't know how, but I was able to buy the battery. Maybe the guy cut me a break or something. I don't know. Maybe I was able to find another 10 bucks. I don't know how I would have done that. But I remember that guy shorted me and I was screwed. And somehow I got the battery in my car. I think AAA helped me. I don't know what happened, but that sucked. And I got rid of my kayak and all my money was gone. So I went to work, got to work, did my stuff, came home. And then a couple days later, I'm running low on gas in my car. I had no money. I'm like, man, this sucks so freaking much, right? And so I ended up posting my moped that I freaking loved on Craigslist for $100, which is so low. It didn't run at the time. It got my friend freaking crashed it, of course, and so I was in the process of fixing it. And I bought that moped for $750. So I listed it for 100 because I needed gas. I'm like, cool, I'll make some money. The guy comes, it's pouring rain out. I push this thing out to him. He comes up with his umbrella. I'm like, hey, yeah, here you go. He looks at it, he's like, the best I could do is $50. I'm like, really? I'm like, I can part it out for more than that, but I needed gas. I had no money, no gas. So I ended up selling it to him for $50. I loaded it in the back of his truck for him with him, and he brought it to his house. And then I see it the very, very next day posted on Craigslist and everything for $250 because he could sit on it and wait. And it sucked, but I needed the money. So that actually happened to me twice. I sold something else when I really needed money. I sold a bunch of stuff when I really needed money because I was horrible with money, 3 to 5 years ago. And you got to do what you got to do. So I've been there. Everybody's been there. But now I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's cool. I'm buying stuff. I got money. I got my own place, so I'm good. But everybody goes through rough times in life. Seeing what else we got going in here. All right. Trying to scroll down, trying to read all this. Because I'm going to pop off here in about 7 minutes, guys. So hopefully we hit 100 people. That'd be awesome. I just want to say, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. We're so close to 100 people. I've actually maxed out at 96 people before. So we're at the max right now. I really want to get to 100 by myself because I'm just one dude here with not even that big of a YouTube channel. 100 people for me live is freaking sweet. I would love that. So let's see what we got here. Brian, hard to get to shut up. Oh yeah, check Craigslist for scooter deal. I've been looking for scooters, honestly, scooters and mopeds. There's a moped shop literally across the street from me that I might go to. Who knows? Personally, hate auctions as well. Oh yeah, definitely. Smash the like button. Oh, thank you. Do you ever shop at the Bins in Hamden? Twice in my life I have. I don't live too close to the Bins in Hamden, Erica, but a couple people have actually been wanting me to go down there with them. So Erica, I don't know if you live near there or not, but maybe we could get a little group together and hang out at the Bins all day and just pick some stuff for a few hours. That'd be kind of fun, right? Not one of those zero electricity motorcycles like zero. Oh yeah, I would love one also. Electric motorcycles. But a gas moped is fine. It costs $3 to fill it up and it goes for 100 miles. I mean, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Did buy a DVD. How to buy electric townhouse. Oh, a townhouse in St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine is the oldest city in America, I believe. I've been to St. Augustine, Florida. It's gorgeous there. Tiny little cobblestone streets. It's beautiful. I went to Ripley's, believe it or not, when I was there. And a couple other places. Wow, CT cost of living is crazy. Yes, it is. That's New England for you. Connecticut, they just recently, of course, our governor, who's horrible. He's not running a third term, which is great. He just passed a law saying there is now tax on, well, there's always been tax on clothing, but now there's tax on veterinary care, pet grooming, car washes, clothing, of course, food, a bunch of things. I can't remember everything, but just a lot of things. What should I sell, FBA? Everything, really. It's the most watchers, viewers you've ever had. On a live stream, 96. And now 97. We had 97 at one point. The most views on a YouTube video. I have a YouTube video with I think 36,000 views. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I have real respect for you, Thrift School. Had no idea how far you've come. Yeah, thanks, Brian. Working for a living. New account. I've listed 50 items, sold 3 in 1 week. You think increasing my listings 300 will make that much of a difference? It will make a huge difference. When I had 50 items in my store, um, even with 300 items in my store, some weeks I still only sell 3 items. That's because I'm mostly clothing. Mostly men's clothing, mostly the same sort of brands. I've been finding, I've been learning as I go along which brands are selling, which brands aren't. I have things, maybe I'm also priced too high. So I might have to cut a lot of my prices down. But I guarantee going up to 300 listings will make a huge difference for you. The bins are a Goodwill outlet store. It's pay by the pound, which is pretty cool. Kayak to work. That'd be fun, right? Do I have a Twitter? I do have a Twitter, but I don't use it. I use my Instagram, which I will pimp out right now. Broke 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'm always posting on there. Always, posting crap on Instagram. It's Thrift School, just like on YouTube. It's thrift ___ school. But I believe if you just type in Thrift School, you'll still find me. You'll tell by my face. Always posting on there, guys. So definitely check me out on there. Let's see what we got. Mark Corbett, Chris. Okay. Tons of low ballers on Craigslist. Always. I freaking hate them. Checking in from Maine. Nice, bro. Nice. Always happy when you live stream. Thanks, Clash and Dragons Gaming. I like to make you guys happy. Yeah, definitely, Erica. That sounds cool. Elite Chris, I just got suspended on FBA not even a day into having an account. Holy crap, dude. That sucks. That's probably the worst I've ever heard, to be completely honest. That sucks, man. I don't even know what to tell you. Sorry I'm laughing, but that sucks. That legitimately sucks. Focus hard on eBay. Ronnie Kerr in Thrift School, it takes money to make money. Would it be wise to take 10K loan? No. It'd be horrible. I don't care. I don't care if... It doesn't matter. You got to test it first. Do not take out a 10K loan to start. If you don't know what you're doing, work with what you got. Sell things from your house first. Do not take out a loan right away. Once you get established, then you take out a loan. I know people that have taken out loans right away, and some people have made it, some people haven't. Personally, it might have helped me, but I'm glad that I was able to face adversity, right? I was able to go through issues because now I'm more thankful for what I have, and I work a little bit differently with how I handle things. New Jersey is not that much better. Visit St. Augustine sometime. I'll thrift with you. Yeah, definitely. Next time I'm in Florida, maybe I'll go to Florida in July because I'm going to Arizona and Texas and Colorado, and I'm going to a few states in July. So for almost a month, I'll be driving the country. So I'll be hitting up Colorado first, then Arizona, then Texas, then I'm going to be just chilling by myself, so I'll probably hit up like Louisiana. I want to see, where the Mardi Gras is. I forget. New Orleans. I want to see New Orleans. I want to hit up Georgia. Maybe I'll go into Florida. I don't know. North Carolina. I always want to go to. Tennessee, Kentucky. I've always wanted to go to. Maybe New Mexico while I'm out near Arizona, but I don't think I'll have time to go to New Mexico. I really want to go to California, but I don't think I have time, which is a shame because I'll be so close. And I've honestly never left the East Coast. I've been to Canada, and I've been to a couple islands like Bermuda, Bahamas, Dominican, but I have never left this eastern coast. Furthest out west I've been is Pennsylvania. So it's going to be so new, and I'm so excited. And I'm only 23, but at the time of traveling, I will be 24, so I'm going to be an old man. And 24 just sounds old. I do not like it. I'm not happy for that. But I would love to be, 24. I'd love to live, obviously. Just hustle. Hell yeah, man. Just hustle. I like that. I'm just going to make a shirt that says just hustle. That's it. Just hustle. That's it. Just bold font. Just bold, like block font. Just hustle. And I'll just wear that every day. You know what? I'm going to make a merch by Amazon shirt that says, I really like the idea of Clash and Dragons Gaming. Even though it's not even an idea, I just like it. Just hustle. I'm making that shirt. It's going to be live. Maybe it will be my shirt for this channel, and I'll sell them to you guys, because I'm a reseller. No, but seriously, that would actually help out the channel, and I really like that shirt. That's a really good idea. Ronnie, it takes $10 in a Wi-Fi connection. Exactly, $10 in a Wi-Fi connection. I like that. The Clash of Dragons game is making me so happy right now. I'm really liking what he's saying. Erica says, I shop at the bins like once a week. Sorry guys, I'm reading real fast here because it's just over, but we're at 98 watching. I want to get to that 100 watching, but I want to end this stream. I shop at the bins like once a week. The people that shop there kind of team up and race, which is annoying, but sometimes I get really lucky. A couple months ago, I bought a leather jacket there for $5. It sold for over 300. Holy moly guacamole. That's really cool. Oh, we hit 100 watchers. Super, super, super stoked. Well, I got 100 people here. I do want to say, give me a thumbs up. Love that crap. Subscribe if you haven't already, but we're going to keep reading. Depending on where you are, some bin outlets are nasty. They're not that nasty in Connecticut. Got a GoPro Hero 4 sealed with tons of sealed accessories at a garage sale for $60 today. Flip, keep that thing. Personally, I'd keep it. I have a GoPro. I don't use it, but I'd keep that thing and do some like live footage walking around. That's what Craigslist Hunter uses. He uses a GoPro. A GoPro Hero 4 is amazing. Amazing quality. Oh, wait, no, it's sealed. Oh, it's sealed. Dude, flip that thing. Flip it. Why wouldn't you flip it if it's sealed? You're going to make way more money. Never mind. I changed my mind, Grand Man, with the plan. Flip that thing. I thought it was used until I reeled. Man, that's a freaking score at a... Yeah, flip that thing, dude. Do not keep that. Flip it. Followed. Love your Instagram account. Thank you, Deanna. Yeah, definitely. Follow my Instagram account at Thrift School. I post a lot on there, and I'm always having fun posting there. And I really enjoy Instagram a lot, honestly. I like it a little bit more than YouTube sometimes, which is weird. Just want to say thank you. Recently got into selling on eBay, and you have taught me so much. Made $100 clear profit in a month soaked. Yes! Love that. Awesome. Good job, SJ Bishop. Today, National Streaming Day. Man, must be. Okay, banned in a day. Shit. I know, I like that. Banned in a day. Sucks, man. I'm sorry. Oh, what's the most views / watchers on an eBay listing? Oh, man, I have no idea. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I'm sorry. Positive vibes. Yeah, Ronnie's been coming up with all the good questions. He's been coming up with really good questions. I like it. Credit card and loans paid at bad news. Yeah. Appealing the shit out of supposedly I open 2 accounts, which makes no sense. Yeah, definitely appeal it. I would definitely appeal it. We're going to eBay open in July? No. I'm in Louisiana. I'm in West Monroe, about 5 hours from New Orleans. Sorry, I don't even know where that is. Probably won't be going to West Monroe. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll love Louisiana and travel the whole place and see some crocs, hang out in the bayou. Louisiana really reminds me, and like Kentucky and Tennessee, I love the show Supernatural. And that was the weirdest cough because I coughed and choked. Going around to those places reminds me of Supernatural, and I really want to, you know, drive around and do cool things and go to bars and crap. Except I'll be by myself, so that'll kind of suck. But it's okay. As a kid from Seattle, every summer my folks and siblings went to Wisconsin to visit family. Good memories, though. It was a long drive. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Sell that shirt. I'm definitely going to. 101, yeah. If I was to Colorado, I'd be trying to remember to come back. Yeah, me and my girlfriend were talking about that. We were saying when we go to Colorado, we're definitely stopping at... I don't smoke weed at all, just so you guys know. But we're obviously going to stop at a weed shop and probably get something. I don't smoke at all, but it's just... Isn't that what you do in Colorado, I guess? I don't know. 24 years old, I must be decrepit. Nah, you're fine. I'm just dramatic. All right. If I sent you one of my merch shirts, would you wear it? Stephen B. If the shirt is good, because I'm like completely straightforward here. If you sent me a shirt for free, right, and it was good, it wasn't like a crappy shirt, I would wear it and promote it in the video, and I'd post the link down below. Honestly, if it's good, I'd even shout you out. If the shirt sucks, I'd let you know first. Send me a picture of it, okay? Send it to my YouTube messages, the link, and I'll let you know. Because I'm very straightforward when it comes to that crap. I'm not going to promote anything that I personally don't like. But, dude, if it's a good shirt, I will wear it. Plus, I could use clothes. Look at this. I'm wearing a freaking tank top. I'm running low on clothes here. And, yo, you can't even tell right here, though. I got a couple holes. Got a couple holes in this thing. But that's what's in right now. What would you work at? Come to Canada, bro. I'd love to go thrifting with you in Toronto. Yeah, maybe I'll go to Toronto also this summer. I've been to Montreal. I've been to Niagara Falls. I absolutely love Canada so much. It's gorgeous up there. So, yeah, I'd love to go to Toronto. Definitely Clash of Dragons Gaming. What would you work at if you were not a reseller? Man, I don't know. I really hate working for people. I am the ultimate horrible employee. I am honestly the worst employee I know. I am a crap employee. I I'm so bad. Like straightforward. I'm bad. I'm not a good employee. And I don't know. I'd probably be working somewhere like Panera or crap, like what I used to do, working at a supermarket. I worked at um, what was it called? I can't remember the name of it. New Morning Market in Woodbury, Connecticut. I worked at this organic little supermarket, which was cool. I met Conan O'Brien there. I met what in the back of my Dragula. What's his name? Rob Zombie. I met him there. A lot of famous people went in there, so that was kind of cool. Um, but I don't know what I would want to do, honestly. I'll show you all the best spots, all the best sources. Hell yeah. Alligators here, no Crocs, lol. West Monroe is where Duck Dynasty was filmed. Sweet. That'd be kind of fun. I used to live in Buffalo. Oh, very cool. $1,000 shoes. How high would you bid to flip new? I have no idea what you're getting at with that question, so I'm sorry. Stream the trip. Yeah, I can't stream the trip, but I will be filming and recording and uploading videos, of course, throughout the whole trip, because I'm going to be thrifting throughout the whole trip, so I gotta pay for it somehow. No, just make a Canadian meetup. That'd be blessed. Hell yeah. Nevada recreational marijuana smoking and selling in July. Really? Well, I'll be right near Nevada. I actually might go to Nevada because I want to go to Las Vegas. So who knows? Maybe. Well, I said 4 HP toner cartridge for $40 the other day at a thrift store. I can get an offer for 200. They're sealed. The offer just got expired without realizing that. Oh, that sucks. I would message the person back and say, hey, sorry, I didn't see your offer. Pretty sure you're not running low on clothes, seeing as how you have a buttload behind you. Law. Funny as a reseller, we have 1K clothes sitting around. Oh my gosh, that's so true. I wear so many of these clothes before I send them in. I mean, you guys can tell. I mean, which way? Right there. And it looks like I've been buying more clothes because that pile's getting bigger, but it's actually not. See these bins back here? These were loaded with clothes, and up there. There was another bin up there loaded with clothes. I took them out, I went through them, I folded them, and I just stacked them here instead of having them there, because if they're stacked here, it makes me want to list them and bang them out. So, I haven't been going too hard on clothes, but I've been taking them and putting them down. So I have been listing a little bit, but the pile looks like it keeps growing because I just keep taking stuff from the backlog and sticking it right here. So I look at it and I'm like, crap, let's get this listed, right? Um, yeah, I hear margins are low, shipping is hell in Canada. That sucks. Should I get an eBay store? Highly recommend that. Oh, if you're just starting, don't get an eBay store. That's stupid. I just got an eBay store not too long ago. I waited till I had about 200 listings before I got an eBay store. And the Looney's now. When Jesse talks about $6 shipping being bad, I get so jealous. Yeah, man, $6 shipping sucks here. I mean, in Europe it's even cheaper, so it's crazy. Do I tend to ship to the US? Oh, that's for him. All right, guys, I'll let him answer that question, but I'm actually heading out of here. We got 102. We had 104. I think we had 105 or 6, which is awesome. That's so great, guys. Definitely follow me over on Instagram. I will have that link down below for those poly bags I was talking about earlier, along with a bunch of other links to buy stuff. I know this stream got really long. We'll see what happens in the future. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope I gave you some awesome information. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll probably be coming back tomorrow. You know, I'm usually on YouTube every day, so I'll probably be back tomorrow with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Thrift School, signing out.